What is reinforcement learning in AI? How it works. Online music is a huge industry worth almost $30 billion. Music streaming services often have the same songs, so they compete using recommendation systems. Recommendation systems help users find new music they might like. Many music services started with simple machine learning to suggest songs. Advanced services use reinforcement learning to help users discover new music. Reinforcement learning uses rewards to encourage the system to find new patterns. Google used reinforcement learning to teach AI to play video games really well. Reinforcement learning can improve over time by setting goals and rewards. Spotify's Discover Weekly compares your favorite songs with related ones. The system tracks when you click and play a song, and how long you listen. The algorithm gets a tiny digital reward when you click on a recommended song. It's like the system earns digital coins for good recommendations. The longer you listen, the more rewards the system gets. Many algorithms use Q-learning, a type of reinforcement learning. Q-learning creates more complex reward systems. In Q-learning, there are different states and possible actions. The goal is to improve the quality, Q, of the outcome. Q starts at 0 and increases as the machine makes better choices. You can think of Q-learning like a bank account for the system. The system tries to increase its Q-learning balance by finding good patterns. If it notices people who like one song often like another, it'll recommend that song. Reinforcement learning is great for helping users discover new things. It's different from just grouping items that are often bought together. The system can think creatively about what you might enjoy. Reinforcement learning helps make personalized playlists. It can adapt to changes in your music taste over time. The system learns from both positive and negative feedback. Skipping a song quickly is seen as negative feedback. Adding a song to your playlist is positive feedback. The system balances recommending familiar and new music. It tries to avoid repeating the same recommendations too often. Reinforcement learning can consider the order of songs in a playlist. It might learn that certain songs sound good played after others. The system can recommend music based on the time of day or your mood. It can learn from millions of users to improve its recommendations. Reinforcement learning helps create a more engaging listening experience. It can introduce you to new genres you might not have tried otherwise. The system aims to keep you listening longer by making good choices. It's constantly learning and improving its recommendations. Reinforcement learning makes music streaming more fun and personalized.